It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got a pair of teams who not long ago had more Super Bowls than anybody else. It's the Boys and the Niners on Sunday night.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Well, the 49ers getting ready to go on offense, and it's the Pro Bowler Brock Purdy at the helm in his third NFL season now out of Iowa State.
And the great story of Brock Purdy continues. Had he been drafted in the first round, I think people would be singing his praises to the skies. But for whatever reason, people can't let go of the fact he's Mr. Irrelevant, and they don't give him the credit he deserves. He is not just a system quarterback. He's a guy who enhances his team. Not just along for the ride, he's the one steering the ship. And without him, their ceiling significantly drops.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
That last play, backwards a yard. Purdy looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Osa Odighizuwa with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. .47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And the Cowboys making their way out behind the NFL's leader in touchdown passes for 2023. In his 9th season now, Dak Prescott.
And he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, where he finished as a runner-up in the MVP chase after throwing for over 4,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, and less than 10 interceptions for the first time in a few years. An integral part of the Cowboys' run to the playoffs. He's hoping to take it a step further here in 2024.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run again with Dowdle. Oh, what a move. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays. And what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And Ferguson established himself as one of the better safety blankets in the NFL a season ago, finishing in the top 10 at his position in catches, yards, and touchdowns. This year he expects to take that blanket off and just be one of the top tight ends in the league.
They run here with Dowdle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Prescott now. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. A running play, it's Dowdle. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. He'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Dowdle will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now Purdy. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Micah Parsons. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he slings one that's incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. Prescott to throw it.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Cowboys first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Rico Dowdle
With his 2nd touchdown.
Cowboys are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Draw play, Mason. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Mozzie Smith, he's the one who got in there and made that play defensively.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Mason on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
2nd and 10.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Now 3rd down and 7.
To throw is Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Prescott. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson
from 6 yards away.
And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Purdy now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Micah Parsons able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now they run. It's Mason. Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9. Purdy. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Now Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Throwing. Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Yeah, they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 41, Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on 2nd down, Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And not much running room. Down to the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Operating from the gun, Purdy. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jennings. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
This is Jennings. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Again, he'll drop to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Now Purdy.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Brock Purdy.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make it 24-7.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Looking to throw, Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cowboys offense and running back Rico Dowdle headed back onto the field. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First down, Cowboys.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Prescott down.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
2nd down and 6 now.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Prescott to throw it. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Jake Ferguson,
a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Throwing here, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. A dump off for Mason. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe buried at his feet. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Micah Parsons make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 4.
Now Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 33. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 125 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Rico Dowdle punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys are pouring it on.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. The visitors' offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. To throw is Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Here's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 138 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Jake Ferguson.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Aubrey now for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there.
Purdy from the gun.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Getting home that time to Marvy and Overshow.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 34-yard line.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Purdy now to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Jennings.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Now Prescott.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
At their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Again to the big tight end, George Kittle.
Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 50 yards.
And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Moody good with the extra point.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Man, 188 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Cowboys first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. Running with Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Hauled in left side here by Jennings. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Connects with Kittle underneath. Big strides. Look at him go.
And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
Over the middle, complete. That's Mason. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 1 now from the 21. Back to throw, Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. Breaks through the contact. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Here's Purdy.
This is caught. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And that is caught. And they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Moody good with the extra point.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away.
Escapes the defender.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, Prescott here to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show